All right, it's my utmost pleasure to be having one of the very finest, coolest, naturally gifted sport analysts in our visual studio today. Basically, I've listened to guys analyze football, but Kenny Blaze tops them all. He's naturally gifted and is the least biased sport analyst I think I have ever heard. So, Kenny Blaze, you are welcome to this story.
Thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. Ibude. Thank you. I appreciate.
Man, it's really nice having you here. So basically, let's see how we could get the ball rolling. First, let's see. You attended a private university, a very renowned private university in Nigeria, and we all assumed that those who attend or school in a private university are those perhaps who have less financial troubles and all that. The one we typically refer to as the ajebo. So, how was your university days?
My university days, it was tough for me because contrary to what people think, that it's only elites that attend private university, I think that's not the case here. Some average Nigerians, even below average Nigerians, attend private university or send their children to private university because as at the time I got admitted into the university, that my period getting admission into the federal university, the state universities were quite difficult because you need to score very high in your JAMB, in your WAEC, which I know I always do, but at the end of the day, the school authorities, they tell you to sort before you get the course of your preferred choice. And sometimes our parents, before they rally around with this money to sort, the slots for your preferred choice must have already been taken because they give it out to people that have more money or to their close friends. Then you now start ending up with courses of not your choice. So at the end of the day, most of our parents just, okay, go to a private university, we'll always find a way to pay your school fees. And secondly, another factor that made parents enroll their children into private university was the aspect of insecurity in the federal universities, cultism, bullying, and all that. Parents were losing children to school fraternities. So parents saw it wise that, okay, if my child goes to a private university where the gates are always locked, where the child's movement is restricted, it can reduce the exposure to cultism and to bad friends. So stay in that place where I can track your movement, that I know that you are not going out anyhow. You understand? So that's another factor that motivates parents to enroll their child in private university. In my own case, it's not as if my father was too buoyant to enroll me in a private school, but because of this bribery factor from the federal university where I attended, where I spent 2 years doing a pre-degree and I didn't get the course of my choice, and also insecurity. There were so many times that I had to run back home because there were fights in where I was staying in the federal university, and all those factors led to my father making a final decision that, okay, go to a school that I believe that my son is safe here and is free from so many dangers and exposure to cultism. So those are the factors that led to me attending a private school. It wasn't easy because sometimes paying my school fees was a bit challenging, but one way or the other, we scaled through. You understand? At my 300 level, I lost my dad, so it became more tougher because I know how much my school fees cost, and since my father was not alive to provide it again, I couldn't drop out at 300 level. You understand? It would be painful dropping out when you're almost on your IT. You just have 1 year and 6 months to become a graduate, and you drop out. So one way or the other, we had a property that my dad acquired some years ago. We had to sell it, offset some of my school fees. You understand? And one way or the other, I struggled and I ensured that I graduated at the end of the day. So that was my story going to a private school. It was not a bed of roses for me. It was not, but I shall scale through. Yeah. So that's my, yeah.
I empathize with you. I understand how it feels when
Yeah.
things like that happen. It's
Yeah.
always very painful. I know a few guys who have to stop school, pause their career growth, everything. because they lost
mm,
someone who perhaps was footing the bill. But in your own case, you were strong enough to ensure that you concluded the process. So that was
yeah.
a big one for you, man. Now, when you
Thank you.
left the university, like someone like you have the willpower who wanted to achieve success at total cost. You entered into construction company. Why did you enter construction company? And what was it like working in a construction company then in Port Harcourt?
Okay, when I left school, I was waiting for my 1 year compulsory NYSC. NYSC is where you serve your country for 1 year compulsory. So while waiting for my call-up letter to come out, there was a bit delay, you understand, in publishing my name from the school. So my name didn't come out in the batch I expected my name to come out. So it came out like later. So I had like 3 months or 4 months or 5 months to stay in the house, you understand, and do nothing while waiting for my call up letter. So in my staying in the house, I met with a friend's father that I know he knows some people that are into construction. So I told him that I don't want to stay idle at home. Can you help me introduce me to one of your friends so that I can work for them? Bear in mind, I never read anything that had to do with construction. I read electrical engineering. I have a degree in electrical engineering, BNG. You understand? So I knew
Yeah,
nothing about the construction aspect, but I just wanted somewhere I'll be going, something I'll be doing, earning a little pay rather than just being idle at home. You understand? So I I met him and he introduced me to one of his friends that works with NDDC. NDDC is a body in Nigeria that deals with construction of roads and drainages for rural areas, areas that they cannot do it themselves. So government goes to those areas and constructs roads. All these they are farm roads. They'll put roads for them so that people can, so that the roads can be motorable for farmers and traders. So that's where I started my construction journey. So the man took me in and sent me to a site in another state where I was, in another state from where I was living. So I went to a state called Imo State, Uguta community to be precise. So when I got there, they introduced me to the villagers, to the king of the community, because that's what you do, to the CLO. CLO is called the community liaison officer, to the youth president, that a new staff has come to work in their village, that they should welcome me. I'm not a stranger. You understand? So that when they see me, they don't harm me and they protect me from bad people from the village. So after the introduction, they took me to the house I will be staying, and that is how I started my construction journey. So I was now learning through observation. I knew nothing, zero knowledge. So I was watching how things were going, when they are laying asphalt, when they are doing earthwork. That's when I started knowing things like bitumen. I started knowing things like laterite, how laterite is being excavated from a dump site and is being graded on the soil. I now knew the process of constructing a road from earthwork down to asphalt. This is something that I never learned in school. But if you give me workers today, give me a grader, give me a roller, give me a paver, all these instruments, all these machines I'm calling now is things I work with. If you give me all those things now, with these necessary materials, I will construct road for you now. But I never learned it in school. And that's why I believe this life, the best education is education by either mentorship or by observation. Because in school, they'll just teach you the theory. But most of the times, you might not even know the practical, especially here in Nigeria. You just teach you what this thing does, how to produce this. But the practical work, you might not even have the experience, you understand, or the time to experience it. So that's how I learned it from scratch. And after 1 year working for my oga, he sent me on site. I went to a village in Benin. It's called Ishan, Owoyimi. Yes, I went there. When I went to that village, I constructed the road in, I've forgotten the little village, but it's from their Igwe Palace in Owoimi down to where the road ends. I've really forgotten all those names of the way, but I was the one that constructed from earthwork down to asphalt. And I believe today that road is still standing the test of time because I did not compromise on quality. I did a very good job for them that even the villagers wanted to even give me a wife to marry because of the good job I did. Because of the good job I did. So that was how my construction journey started, and I worked in different companies. So that's how I got into construction, and I later left construction. Yeah.
That's
So that's
that's
it.
that's fantastic. Well, fortunately, depending on the route you are taking to, it's actually pronounced as Erohimi, not Iwohimi,
Okay.
the way you are pronouncing it.
Okay.
It's pronounced
Oh, okay.
Erohimi.
Okay.
Erohimi,
Ewohimi.
depending on the route, yes, depending on the route you are taking, Erohimi is
Mm.
actually the village after my own village. It's possible you might have even passed through my village anyway. So it's not the route. If you're
Wow.
passing through the other side of Benin, right to the other side of Benin, you might pass through Ibele, then to Erohimi. If you're passing through Delta State, you pass through my village, then to Erohimi. So that's what a journey. What a fantastic journey. And
Yeah.
going through, I've seen that you worked in a whole lot of places. All this trying to make an estimate to ensure you're able to cater for yourself and have a better plan for your future as well. Another place you also work, you work in the bank, you work
Yeah.
in telecom, you
Yeah.
worked in, you also manage as from area business manager to regional business manager in also a renowned betting company as well in Nigeria. So how were you able to manage this your growth?
Okay. First of all, after I left construction, um, I left construction and I went into a business called GNLD. It's called GNLD. So yeah, someone introduced me to GNLD business. So while I was introduced to GNLD, GNLD
Okay, all right. Okay, okay, all right. I know you've always accused me over the years that I introduced the GNLT.
I
I
didn't
was
want to
not the
call your
one that
name.
introduced it. I was not the one that introduced it to GNLT. Okay, all right, okay, all right.
Okay, so you
So
introduced me to
what happened in
GNL.
terms of your
You said what? I didn't get that.
yeah, what happened in your time in what happened during your time in GNLD? You have to leave. I'm aware you
Yeah,
spent almost 2 years trying to build a business you don't see. They are just trying to. So what was how was your time in GNLD basically?
so basically in GNLD, like you said, we're building what we did not see. You understand? I have never seen somebody build what you will never see. That building is the most invisible building I have ever seen in my life. So just like you said, we're building what we were not seeing. So I don't even know what we're building. For 2 years, we are building what we were not seeing. So at the end of the day, to cut the long story short, I couldn't continue building what I was not seeing. Eh, so that I'll not gonna live on that bridge where I'm building what I'm not seeing. So I just I just left. I left GNLD. So when I left GNLD, I before the telecommunications and all that, I left GNLD, and for over 6 months, 1 year, I really didn't have anything doing. I was idle. I was looking for something to do. Then I started working with a guy that supplies diesel. We worked in so many states, rather. We worked in Akwa Ibom State. We worked in Cross River State. We worked in Delta State and River State, mostly River State. So we worked together. I was helping him oversee the diesel supply. I'll help him carry the trucks to the site where they use it. I'll help him discharge the diesel so they will load it. I'll help calculate um, the quantity that got into the diesel itself. I'll take the way bill, I'll take it back to the office, I'll sign it. Just like that, I was just like his supervisor to ensure that the diesels were complete. It was not stolen. The company receives it. They sign my way bill and I come back. So I kept doing it like that for him until the contract stopped. He stopped having contracts then. I could no longer work with him. So that is when I now stayed in the house again for like 2-3 months. That's when the bank came in. So in the bank, I didn't work in the bank as a bank staff. I worked in the bank as an insurance staff, like as a marketer for insurance. You understand? So while doing that, okay, before the bank was the telecommunications. I worked in telecommunications before bank. I left the telecommunications to the bank. Yeah. So when I left the diesel business, I entered telecommunications, selling of MiFi and routers. Smile is the name of the company, Smile Communications. So I worked in Smile Communications for about 6-7 months, and the demands were too high. I think that's where my marketing skills came out, because I've never been a marketer or I've never been a salesman. So that's where my skills for being a salesman, that's why I developed it. That's why I got the first training, because the demands of you selling a MiFi, selling a router every day, it was mind blowing. Like it drains you mentally. You wake up in the morning knowing fully well that as you're going out today, if you don't make sales, your day is bad. You'll be insulted, you'll be criticized by your line manager. So it also taught me how to tolerate people. It taught me how to, it gave me a tough skin that making money is not easy. You understand? So any day I don't make sales, if you insult me, I will receive it. At first, it was very difficult receiving it, but as time goes on, it now became a normal thing. Is it not insult? You will not shoot me gun now. Oh yeah, insult me. What's my own? So far, at the end of the day, you don't sack me. What's my problem? So after working in Smart for a while, I needed something more. The pay was small and the pressure was too much. So I had to walk away from Smile. I walked away from Smile. I got another opportunity, insurance in the bank. Now, what gave me that insurance in the bank was because the people saw that I had done marketing before. I now got the insurance work in the bank. That one came with double pressure. That one, the line manager was more harsh than the Smile Communication. I've forgotten that his name. I'm trying to remember Mr. I've forgotten his name. This man was so demanding. This man will send you WhatsApp message off work time. There's nothing like 8 to 5 for that man. He can send you 11 o'clock, 12 midnight, telling you that you did not meet your KPI, you did not close sale, you did not do this one. Omo, it was so demanding, and I said, Omo, it still gave me more tough skin. I was just praying that I get something better, because the pay was better than the Smile, but it was not still up to what I wanted, until I met a friend that we served together in Rivers State here during my 1-year compulsory NYSC. So when I met him, he told me that, you're looking good in the bank, you're chopping money. I said, boss, I'm not eating any money. Forget this suit and tie, nothing come out. If there's anything, introduce me. And I told me that there's this betting company called Bet Bonanza, that they are looking for a Rivers State rep, that you can try your luck. I said, okay, give me the link. Now he gave me the link. I applied, sent my CV, put the bank, put the Smile, all those my sales background and history. When I did that, I was scheduled for an interview by then. So they scheduled me for a Skype interview, 9 o'clock on a Friday morning, and I'm supposed to be in my desk at the bank. So what I did, I went to the toilet. I told my colleague that I want to use the toilet. I actually did that interview in the toilet. I did the interview in the toilet. After the interview, I was praying that I get called up, because it was an uneasy interview. Imagine doing interview in a toilet where you're not expecting anybody to barge in on you and come and start asking you questions, when you're an interview with top people that want to hear you market yourself. Luckily for me, nobody came in as at that time, you understand, to want to use the toilet. And in the bank, they don't have special toilet for staffs. They don't have special toilets. My branch then, I don't know of other branches where the public users are used, where staff is using, except the branch manager that has his own toilet. So it's where customers were coming in. But luckily for me, no customer came in as at the time I was doing this interview till I finished. Interview lasted for like 30 minutes. Nobody came in. I finished. I went back to my post. So after about 1 week plus, they called me that they liked the way I presented and they want to give me a chance to show myself. I was very happy. I resigned from the insurance work in the bank because the pay from the betting company was times 2 of what I was getting in the bank. But this one is a field work. It's not like bank where I go to office every day and sit down. You must go out on the field. So I said, no problem. So far, the pay is better. I'm ready to go. That's how I started my betting journey. I'll go out, walk into betting shops, competitor betting shops that are not my own, preach about my own products, tell them about my own betting company, tell them they can double trade. It's not a big deal that you don't only eat rice, or you don't, if you're selling a restaurant, you don't only give your customers jollof rice. You must add fried rice. You must add coconut rice. Sometimes you add gari and soup. So as you're selling for Bet King, why not sell Bet Bonanza? Make the market open. Customers might like Bet King. This product in Bed Bonanza, they will like it, they mix it, you make more money. So that was one of my selling points and the strategy I used to lure customers, agents to join Bed Bonanza. And at the end of the day, I got so many persons that joined, you understand? And that's how I kept on growing from area manager for 2 years plus. Then the company was happy with my work. They made me regional manager. You understand? So that's how it is. You
No,
understand?
that's really, really, really fantastic, man.
Yeah.
You've always showed that tenacious, that winner instinct, winner characteristics, that never give up characteristics. You know, it's quite it's fantastic. It's really fantastic. You accuse me that I took you to that Genesis business. It's not me. I didn't take you anywhere, brother. Okay, it's really, really nice. Now, what now happened? The job ended. You moved on. What happened?
Yeah, the betting company, um, there was a policy from Nigerian government about tax increase on gaming companies in the country. So they increased the taxation on my own company. I don't know why, if maybe it was sabotage. Somebody from the high and mighty wanted to sabotage our work because we were gaining grounds. In Nigeria, we have, in the retail aspect, we have two top giants in the retail. We have Bet Niger and we have Bet King. These are the giants in retail, not online. There's online, there's retail. Retail is the physical shops you walk into and place your bets. So it was Bet Niger and Bet King that were the leading. The next was Bet Bonanza. So I don't know. Some other companies were trying to break into the retail market, but Bet Bonanza held ground because Bet Niger and Bet King, they were saturated. They stopped admitting new agents. They were only managing the ones they have. They were already saturated and full. They don't have space for another, because even due to proximity, people were now breaking proximity rules. Proximity is that if there's a bet shop here, a Bet King brand there, you're not supposed to open another Bet King 10 minutes away from the one that is already existing. But people were using 5 minutes walk, 6 minutes walk, so it was too much. So people were now running. When they close your Bet King account, the next company you're coming to is Bet Bonanza. So we acquired so many agents, and I don't know what happened. You understand? The taxation was too much. They started billing the company an outrageous amount of money. That this amount of money is what the company pays on an annual basis. They now started billing that money you are paying annually, monthly, with so many things that was going on. So the company saw that we can no longer make profits doing this, and we can't continue being running operations in Nigeria because it's frustrating. And that's how they just had to shut operations down in Nigeria February this year. So that's how the company stopped working in Nigeria, and I lost my job as a regional manager in Bet Bonanza. So that's what happened. Yeah.
Man, I understand how the pain of having to lose job is really painful because most time we have to plan our life with this job. 3 4 months time I have
Yeah,
to achieve this. 10 months time a year from now achieve. But once such a job is hot, automatically our plans are shattered. Yeah. Now
yeah,
this also brings us to what you're doing right now. I've known you practically for as long as I have been in Port Harcourt. So I've known you for practically for like 3 years now. And throughout this period I've known you, you've always exhibited these skills. It's always there in you. It's natural in you. You have so much passion for it. In short, in as much as then we often argue about football, talk about football, and we don't have much access to Google. You were always our verifying point. So we could be arguing about a club or a player or a country or trophies or anything. We may not have access to using, because then what we have then was a Java phone, and most Java phone don't even browse, they don't even configure a Java phone. We come to
yeah.
it then, Gafa. We are arguing that which player did this at so yeah, which coach did this, and you always verify this for us, and it's always very accurate. You've you've had this, it's like an inherent characteristic in you that you have this high passion for football, high passion for the game, high passion for analyzing football. Like I said earlier, you are one of the least biased person I've seen. I listen to a lot of sports analysts talk about football and all that because it's very difficult to be very unbiased in football because we have our preferences in players, preferences in club, preferences in coach, managers, and the likes. And when we start analyzing this game, our emotion comes in, and because our emotion is in, it becomes very difficult to be unbiased. But you are the least bias sport analyst I've seen. So I was able to nurture this, and right now you've taken it now to a very professional level. You now analyze sport online. Your account is growing very fast, and you analyze these things effortlessly, and you do it naturally. You don't try to copy people and all that. Yours is, I enjoy listening to your sport. So how have you been able to grow this organically? Have you been able to put this your inherent characteristics now into practice?
Okay, thank you very much for all the compliments. I really appreciate. You understand? So naturally, while I was younger, I always watched my father watch football. My father was a lover of sports, and my elder brother too was a lover of sports. So naturally, when you see your father and your elder brother that you're always with in the parlor love football, it flows natural because you are seeing them watching this thing. So you want to pick interest. So I picked interest and I started watching a lot of football matches at a very young age. I knew names of players, I knew names of coaches. You understand? I knew a lot about football without even going to Google. There was no Google, like you said. So sometimes I take a pen and paper when I was small. I'll be writing names of players, even in my class. I'll be writing names of players, full club. I'll write them down, have them in my book. I'll just be reading it. I liked football. So that gave me, I had so much passion for football. So it made me knowledgeable. You understand? I knew football from the past. I know football in the present and all that. So I became a lover of football. You understand? And I got into professional analysis through one of my friend, a childhood friend. You understand? I saw him doing it, and I loved what he was doing. You understand? All of us will argue football, and I said, okay, let me go into this thing too. I've been a person that I don't like camera. If they tell me today that I'll stand in front of my camera and be saying things and people will come and be commenting that, oh boy, you they try, you are good. I didn't believe that day will come because I'm always camera shy. I'm camera shy, and it took me a while to build the confidence to wake up even 12 midnight and talk about football. It took me time, but I started and I continued, and it has now become part of me. I just started this September last year, so I'm not up to a year doing this, but I believe that the time I've spent doing this, you understand, is now part of me. If I wake up a full day, I don't drop a video in my page, it's as if I've not eaten food for that day. It's as if something is missing in me. Sometimes I'll be on the road in a car, I'm somewhere, I'll bring out my phone, I'll start talking. So it's now like medicine to me, or it's not like the air I breathe. I don't need to be in my comfort zone to talk about something I saw online or talk about something I feel or a match. I can be in a party, match finish, I'll go inside car, I'll go somewhere, carry my phone, talk about it. You understand? So I took it online, and today I'm enjoying what I'm doing. You understand? It's passion for me. More it's for me, it's passion. You understand? I've not really gotten any financial substance, like, or any pay from this thing I'm doing. Yeah, I've not really gotten, but for the fact I wake up every day and I see that my account is growing, get comments, both good comments, both bad comments. There are comments you get, you tell yourself that, oh, I'm not going to do this thing again. There are still comments you get from people. You tell yourself, I need to push forward. And this whole thing has given me something in life, has taught me something in life, that there is nothing you're going to do in this life that everybody must 100% support you. If you like, be the best. That's why even today, we still have fans of Ronaldo and fans of Messi. You understand? Everybody, if you like, let them call you the best. Everybody must not like you. People will criticize you. People will encourage you. So let that encouragement be that thing that is pushing you. And you need that criticism too. Because once they are criticizing you, it makes you a better person. It gives you tough skin. You understand? To know that nobody is smiling at you. Because you see, in this our sports analysis, people love their club. I can tell you that people love their football club more than their wife. Do you know why I say that? There's some of them started supporting this club from
No.
their 15 years, and they got married at 30. So for 15 years of your life, you've loved one football club. You now married your wife at 30. There is no way that wife will take that place of that football club. Yes, you love your wife, oh. You are showing her love, buying her things, but you see that your club, if person come online talk bad about her, you feel swear for the person, you feel fight the person. So when you see that, when we come out online and analyze now, and we try to banter an opposition club, you see comments like, you're a fool, you are stupid, you will die. People come out and even say that you will die because you insulted their football club. And people will come out and say that this is toxic. Is it because of football? No, it's because of football. Because see, somebody has constantly fallen in love for something for more than 20 years of his life. That football club is part of his life. So if you say anything bad about that football club, he will come for you. It's natural instinct. It's like somebody saying something bad about your wife or your child that you've loved for years. You will come for that person, or your parents. That is how that football club has entered us. You understand? So the things I'm seeing online now, that people insult me when maybe I give a contrary opinion to what they want to hear, is normal. We don't watch football. I've watched football that after the match in a viewing center, I was laughing at an opposition club. One of the fans rushed me and gave me a big punch on my face. My eyes swear. So if you have not experienced all those things, then you never watch football. They punch you, will break your head with bottle. So it's the same thing now that we are seeing online, when people will come out and say some negative things about you. I'm used to it. It doesn't move me. You understand? But what keeps me going is those positive comments, those reviews of people saying they like what I'm doing, keep it up, you will grow, the sky is your limit. And there is nothing like that, because when you are doing something and you have more negative comments than positive comments, then you know that you are not doing well. You need to adjust. But whenever I shoot a video, I have more positive comments than negative comments, then I know I'm on the right track. So that's what keeps me going. So that's it. That's it. Thank you.
That's fantastic, man. That's top Kenyblaz.
Yeah.
Kenyblaz. Okay, now let's look at it. You've been like I said, you've been you are the least biased sports analyst, and I still stand on my ground. So why do you choose to be unbiased? Because the internet is built with a lot of bias, lot of so why do you choose to be unbiased? Why do you choose that
Because
aspect? Because I listen to so many guys, you see,
Okay,
Yeah,
should I go
go
ahead?
ahead, please.
Okay, okay. Me, when I started watching
Yes, why
football,
do
I
you
didn't
choose to
watch.
be unbiased?
Okay, when I started watching football, I didn't watch football from a place of I'm supporting this team, so I'm watching only them. I watched the game broad. I watched Real Madrid, I watched Chelsea, I watched everybody. So before I chose the club I support now, I watched everybody. So I believe in as much as you like a club, you will not see white and call it black. You will not see black and call it white. You understand? Yes, we like you said, we still have that drop of biasness in
Yeah,
us. You understand? We still have that drop of biasness. But me, I watch the game and analyze the game the way it is. I don't analyze it from a place of bias. I cannot see that um, Arsenal is playing good football, but because I'm a Man U fan, I'll say Arsenal is playing rubbish. That means you are being biased here. You are blind, or you just want to banter. People enjoy doing that. I don't enjoy doing that. Me, I don't enjoy doing that. If Arsenal play well, I'll come out and say they play well. If they play rubbish, I'll come out and say they play rubbish. If my club play rubbish, I'll say they play rubbish. If my club play well, I'll say they play well. I will not come and hail my club when they are doing nonsense. It's rubbish to me. If a club is playing well, I'll hail them. So that has been my own pattern, or that has been the way I've seen things. So I cannot fake it. That is me. So since I started this thing professionally, I'm doing it the way I used to do it when I was young. This is it. If you play well, if you do well, I hail you, whether you're an opposition. If you don't do well, I blast you. You understand? So that's the way I've been doing it. And you understand? You see all this whole Messi and Ronaldo thing, that Ronaldo fans will come out, we Ronaldo fans, you will see that Messi is doing something extraordinary, but because you're a Ronaldo fan, you say, hey, this is rubbish, this is nonsense. Messi fans will come and they are seeing that Ronaldo is doing something extraordinary because they are Messi fans. Hey, this is rubbish. I'm not that person. If Messi do well, I'll clap for him. If Ronaldo do well, I'll clap for him. If Ronaldo do rubbish, I'll call him out. If Messi do rubbish, I'll call him out. I'm not that one that will not love Messi, that even when Messi is doing bad, I will put a blind eye there. That is not me. I will not do it. If other people are doing it, fine. If it works for you, it's okay. But me, I will not do it. You understand? In as much as I'm a Ronaldo fan, if Ronaldo do it no sharp for match, I will say, Komota, he's spoiling the match. Remove him. I love Bruno Fernandes so much in my club. He's my captain. Now him I love pass. But any match Bruno Fernandes they play rubbish, I'll say remove him. And if I come out to analyze, I will criticize Bruno. People will say, you Bruno is the only eye. Why are you criticizing without Bruno? I say, yes, he's our best player. But you see, today he was our worst player. And I will say it. That's me. So I don't try to be like other people. Maybe some people see it as what will help them trend or what will give them more followers or more. You understand? But me, I cannot fake it. So that one that I'm doing, let me be doing it. Anyhow, I'm growing. It's left for God and everything that comes with this our job. So that's it. That's it basically.
yeah. Understand. So I think we've also touched why you choose to be less controversial as well while analyzing the game, because a lot of persons I see and I analyze the game while I'm watching and all that. You know the way the algorithm work of TikTok, but
Mm.
natural algorithms. Things you search for online are what they recommend for you more. This most time I just
Yeah.
go online, search for sport analysts, then they already recommend me with a whole lot of guys that are analyzing football. So I always have them on my timeline. Some of these guys are always very controversial, dragging each other and talking a whole lot. And sometimes they have a lot of fans, and but you choose to be way less controversial. Though
Yeah.
I love Cristiano Ronaldo. So not anybody will tell
Yeah.
me. I don't nothing whether you say I'm biased, so that's your own no. Whether you say
Yeah.
I'm biased. I wake up, I see that Messi has scored 2 goals. It's a bad news for me, bro. I don't want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ronaldo, yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
Back to the whole, how do you manage negative comments? Is sometimes I read people's comments, I weep like, damn, would you look you know, people come online just to come and drop wicked comments. So
Yeah,
how do you
yeah,
manage
yeah.
negative comments?
Social media
Yeah,
has
if
made
you
it
see a
easy.
yeah,
Okay, you want to say what you want to say so that I'll just answer everything. Yeah.
yes, if you see that harsh negative comment, how do you manage it?
It affects mentally. I won't lie. Nobody is a robot. It affects mentally. There are some you see like this, it will touch you, but You just have to, just like I said earlier, the positive ones need to be more to give you ginger to forget about the negative ones. And social media, Instagram, TikTok, they've helped because if some negative comments come, they filter those comments and put it in an unwanted list where you don't see it, but they'll notify you that unwanted comments here. So it's left for you to open it and see what is there or forget about it. So if your mental health can take what you want to open it and see it. If it cannot take it, forget about it. Some people don't open it because they don't want to see what hurts them. But me, I will open it. I open it because I want to develop tougher skin. And sometimes I'll see some people cursing, swearing for me to die, curse my parents. They don't even know if my parents are alive or dead. They will curse your family. They don't even know if you have family. You understand? And that's why my personal life, because of what I'm doing, I can't really bring my personal
Yeah.
life to social media anymore.
Yeah.
If you want to see my personal life, it's on my WhatsApp. That means you must be my friend
Yeah.
to have my number and for me to save your own number too. Apart from WhatsApp, you cannot see my personal life on social media again because right now I'm like a public figure in my own little way. So if you bring
Yeah.
that your
You are
personal
sure
life,
you are.
if you bring that your personal life out there and you now say they will use your personal life and come for you, and it can be very hurting. But when you are coming for me, I know you are
Yeah.
coming for me. No wahala. I've developed thick skin. Insult me from now till today, you no bother me. And what also helped in this thing is the school I went to. When we argue football, we insult ourselves. You know, in my school, a private school, you cannot fight. So your greatest weapon is your
Yeah.
mouth. Now, who insults pass the win fight? If you slap, they don't expel you. So no matter how this person insult you, a small rat, a small boy that you know you are older than, we insult you, cannot touch him. So you need to go and sharpen your mouth with razor blade or with knife. So that as in they give am back. You understand? So that you win him with mouth. But in social media, I don't go to my comment section to reply trolls or people that come with negative comments. I don't reply them. Once I see you drop that negative comment and insult me, I just skip past it. I don't reply because I know that some people drop those comments. They want to get a reaction from you. And when you now react by insulting them back, they insult you furthermore and say more damaging things. It hurts you the more. You keep typing, it triggers you before people will now start seeing you as childish. And so I don't even reply. So what happens these days when I see some people even drop some negative comments, some people that are my followers, they go and fight on my behalf. They go to the person's comment and start quarreling the person on my behalf. And I'll say, but see little me, people they fight on my behalf. Thank God. Me, I stay clear. I stay clear. I will not comment. But when I see good comments, when they encourage me, I reply and I appreciate them. And that's all. You understand? In this job I've done, people have made analysis, the team sweet them. People came to my DM. So, boy, drop me your account number, enjoy. Gave me money. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. People gave me gifts from TikTok. You understand? Because of this thing I'm doing. So that's why I believe that someday, with my consistency, I'm going to make a good living
Yeah.
out of this. So it's
That's
encouraging.
that's
But
that's, that's fantastic, man.
yeah,
Well, so now let's wrap it up. It's been a fantastic
okay,
time with you. Now we
okay.
listened to your very inspiring story. You never gave up despite all the setbacks from school. You lost your parents. You didn't give up. You lost job couple of times. You didn't give up. You kept pushing, and you never because you left job. Things are hard. Start doing bad stuff or bad gang or start stealing. Rather, you kept your positive mindset and you ensure that see you are going to do what is right. And right now, you are fantastically on the right path, and you are doing the very right thing. Now, what is now your advice for younger persons, perhaps maybe generally in life, or want to become sport analysts as well, or on anything they want to do in life? So, what is now your advice to these younger ones?
Okay, my advice to every young person that wants to become a sports analyst or become whatever you want to become in life, just be patient with life. Patience is key because um, if you hurry, if you want things to happen as fast as you want them to be, that means you don't want to work hard, you don't believe in God, you just want it to happen your way. And life is not built that way for it to happen your way. There are processes, there are steps you must pass through, there are steps you must take to get to your destination or to get that thing you want. Do you understand? So my advice to them is just be patient. And whatever you want to do, be dedicated, be consistent, acquire knowledge about that thing. Since I started this sports analysis, I don't just stay now and watch movies anyhow. I don't waste my time in doing things that doesn't concern what I'm doing. I'm always on the internet reading, because when you come out to talk to the public, you must be knowledgeable about what you are saying. I fact find. You must have facts so that when you come out and say something, if people go and fact find you, they see that this person is saying the right thing. You are not just coming out to say BS. You are saying what you know is correct. So I fact find. So by the time I spend all my time doing that, making research, and I'll shoot videos. And the most important thing is what? Consistency. Whatever you're doing, you must be consistent. Consistency brings results. The Ronaldo and the Messi we are celebrating today, one of their key factors of their success is consistency. They've been the most consistent footballers we've seen in the entire history of football, Ronaldo and Messi, because they were disciplined to their cause. They never derailed, and they were consistent in training, in whatsoever will keep them fit, in whatsoever will make their body not wear and tear. They kept doing it. So in this field, in whatever you're doing, you must seek for knowledge, you must be consistent, and you must just keep pushing no matter what happens while you are trying to build yourself in the career you want to build yourself, be it a sports analyst, be it a comedian, be it anything. And don't despise any day of little beginning. Do not despise it, because you might be watching other people online and seeing how beautiful their videos are, beautiful their studio are. If you go and meet that person and the person show you where he started from, you no go believe her. You no go believe her. You understand? You celebrate Sabinus today. I remember when Sabinus started this comedy thing some 10 years ago. If you watch his videos then, but now look at Sabinus. So there is nobody that started with so much flair and glory. It started with you managing with what you have and taking it from there. So whatever anybody wants to do, just start. The word there is start and stay consistent and always acquire knowledge, and the sky will always be your limit. So that's my advice. Thank you.
Man, thank you so much, Kenyblaz. It's been a fantastic time with you, and we appreciate the time you spent with us. We also appreciate for the fact also you also honor our invitation. We are super grateful, and we are wishing you the very best in your career. I wish you the very best in whatsoever you do. Okay, thank you
Thank you.
so much,
Thank you. I
Kenyblaz.
appreciate it.
All the best. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.